I'm David Toman, author of nootropicsexpert.com. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how to boost serotonin. I'll cover what serotonin is, the symptoms of low and high serotonin, if you really should be trying to increase serotonin, and if you decide to, which nootropic supplements are best for increasing your serotonin levels. Most think of serotonin as a happiness hormone because low levels are typically associated with depression. And it's why doctors often prescribe SSRIs only to find that it has no effect on relieving depression. And it is why some get into trouble by using 5-HTP, thinking that it'll improve their mood. And it either does not work or the opposite happens, puts them in a worse mood. Which confuses people and leaves you wondering why, because you heard that low serotonin causes depression. Now, could it be that depression leads to low levels of serotonin and something else is the cause? So let's stop and think a minute and review what serotonin does in your body and brain. Clinical research shows that serotonin plays a role on attention and concentration, learning and memory, and emotion. Serotonin is also involved in your fight or flight response. Optimal levels of serotonin prompt you to react quickly to emergency situations. But not enough serotonin, you're slow to respond. Serotonin helps control digestion and bowel movement and function. It increases when you become nauseous, likely to help remove bad food from your body. Serotonin is released when you're wounded. It helps with blood clotting. Low serotonin levels are associated with irritable bowel syndrome, heart disease, and osteoporosis. It stimulates the production of cytokines to tame inflammation. And we know that serotonin impacts mood and regulates human behavior. Now, one thing is clear from research. Balanced serotonin levels is associated with calm, focused, happy, and stable moods. Serotonin deficiency can result in frequent anger, high sensitivity to pain, feeling overwhelmed, insomnia, low self-esteem, and more. Now, too much serotonin can result in agitation, restlessness, confusion, social anxiety, and panic attacks. An overactive serotonin system impacts fear centers in your brain, which can lead to anxiety symptoms. Now, should you attempt to increase serotonin? And if so, how best to do that? It is estimated that 95% of your serotonin is produced in your gut. Only 3% of dietary tryptophan is used for serotonin synthesis throughout your body. And only about 1% of dietary tryptophan is used for serotonin synthesis in your brain. The serotonin in your gut is released by EC cells along with some immune cells and neurons. Research shows that around 20 species of spore-forming bacteria activates EC cells to release serotonin. So now you know a little bit more about the so-called happiness hormone, serotonin, and how it's made and used in your body and brain. But how best to make sure that we have adequate serotonin in our system so we're happy, learning and memory are working like they should, and we sleep like babies and nothing bad happens? Therein lies the challenge. Try 250 milligrams of L-Tryptophan about 60 minutes before bed. It should help you to sleep because once it produces serotonin, it goes on to make melatonin, your sleep hormone. You can get 250 milligrams of tryptopure L-Tryptophan, it's a patented form of tryptophan, in Performance Lab Sleep. This supplement also contains 100 milligrams of magnesium and cherry pure tart cherry juice from concentrate for natural melatonin. Now, most people are using this supplement report it works better the longer they use it. You get the best result after a couple of weeks of daily use. But you should know that using L-Tryptophan successfully does not work for everyone. And clinical research shows just how hard this can be. In fact, some clinical studies use loading formulations of 50 to 100 grams of L-Tryptophan to get results. I do not suggest trying mega amounts of this nootropic L-Tryptophan unless you're doing it under a doctor's supervision. Please. The most you should be using is like 500 milligrams at a time. Some people try raising serotonin levels by using 5-HTP, which is serotonin's direct precursor. But many are not successful, especially when using it long-term. Because using it long-term, you may suppress dopamine, or if low serotonin is not your real problem, it'll backfire. It can backfire, and often badly. Another and possibly more effective way of boosting serotonin is to support the production of this happiness hormone in your gut. Prebiotics have been found to be more effective than using probiotics for supporting your microbiome, feeding the beneficial bacteria that activate EC cells that releases 95% of serotonin. The prebiotic soluble fiber oligosaccharides has been proven to support the bacteria in your microbiome that activate EC cells. Now, you can get effective amounts of oligosaccharides in Performance Lab Prebiotic, which contains 2 grams of Orafti Synergy 1, which are fructo-oligosaccharides from chicory root. It's a patented version. And that is how to increase serotonin. When times are tough, you can help yourself by boosting the neurotransmitter associated with happiness. Just please be careful about how you attempt optimizing your serotonin levels. And be aware that you should not be trying to increase serotonin if you are taking any prescription antidepressant meds, because it could result in serotonin syndrome. So that's my report on serotonin. If you want to see my reviews on L-Tryptophan or 5-HTP, click on the links below this video. There you'll find dozens of articles and all the well-known nootropics on Nootropics Expert. Now, if you have any questions or you want to share your experience with serotonin, please use the comment section below this video or at the bottom of my tryptophan or 5-HTP reviews over on Nootropics Expert. I try my best to respond to comments and questions as quickly as I can. And if you haven't already, download your free copy of Secrets of the Optimized Brain. It's nearly 100 pages and contains details on 92 of the most popular nootropics used today. And consider getting a copy of my book, Head First, the complete guide to healing and optimizing your brain with nootropic supplements. Head First is nearly 600 pages and the best guide on the planet for fixing and optimizing your brain. Now, if you could use some personal help with choosing the right nootropics or figuring out how to deal with your own brain health issues, consider booking a personal consultation with me. You'll find a link to my calendar below this video. And if you want to see more videos on all the best nootropics used today, subscribe to this channel before you leave. I'll be putting up new videos on nootropics and optimizing your brain every week. I'm David Toman, author of Nootropics Expert.